Yes, so continuing on with the true meaning of Jesus and the 4th of July. As I see it, this is Black Light. And I remind you that I'm not a minister or I don't want to strike up a conversation amongst yourself. My goal is for us to rule again, to get you in a mind state and to prepare you to be the rulers of the planet. Because the Caucasian has went into every part and is going in every part of the planet and turning people into himself, which is a manifest devil, the shaitan, the beast, the skunk of the planet Earth. He's the Uncle Sam in the wilderness of North America. And we are the Aboriginal Asiatic black man, the God of the universe. And I'm trying to make you be and act in accordance of who you really are. You see the supreme wisdom. You see the book called the Dajjal, the Antichrist. The Antichrist makes you think that he's the Christ, but for real, he's the Antichrist. He don't believe in the oneness of the prophets that represented the Most High. He don't even believe or put it like this, he rebels against the Christ. He's the Antichrist. So even though if he do believe in him, he hates it and he wants to rebel against it. This is all playing out here in the United States of America. It all plays out here. 4th of July is coming up, and we still are being tricked because it's the political system that everyone wants to get involved in that's doing the tricking. So we call it instead of politician, we call it a politricks. Instead of politics, we call it a politricks. Instead of the United States, we call it the United Snakes. But there are those who seen Barack Obama and really feel that they could become president and feel like they could change everything around and work on the behalf of people in general. But where they're being fooled at is that the Caucasian plays nice to you because they want to use you. And they say, well, we're not going to whip you no more. You know, you could catch a fly with honey more than you can catch it with vinegar, see. And so they're using that sweet roll on you now, like they really concerned about your rights. Well, you shouldn't have to be having to struggle for no rights in the beginning. You didn't have to do this before that there was a United States of America. You didn't have to vote or none of that. We had our own culture and our own laws and our own way of doing things for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, even before Jesus was on the scene, before Moses was on the scene, before Abraham was on the scene. But those guys come on the scene every time we get off base. We go astray. You know, like I told you in my last video, every now and then you know, we go off course. So the universe raises up one among ourselves to put us back on track, you see. And we're going to talk about this up until the 4th of July, because brothers go crazy, brothers and sisters go crazy on the 4th of July because they get that day off from the job. And they act just like they white counterparts celebrating a day that they really shouldn't be celebrating. So Master Farad Muhammad, he came on that day. And that's a day we can celebrate, but we got to know who we celebrate. We're not celebrating Uncle Sam. We celebrating Master Farad Muhammad, the one who gave us our true history. You know, Marcus Garvey and them was cool. Noble Drew Ali was cool, but none came to tell you that the white man was grafted from the black man, and he's the Antichrist. You know, that came from the teachings of Islam. You know, Islam came about so we could recognize who is God and who is the devil. And they've been trying to scramble the signals for all this time. And they're doing a good job of scrambling the signals. But brothers like myself, you know, they're going to set the record straight. So this is Black Light saying, don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. Black Light out.